that we are not putting ourselves in the receiving mode. We are actually in a resistant state of being. And when you are in a resistant state of being, you're actually holding your desires away from you. They're just there hovering, waiting for you to get into alignment. Hi friends, let's talk. Let's talk about the individual person you are, we all are. We are supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be the same as the other person. We're supposed to be individuals. So friends, please, 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 please stop comparing yourself to others. Stop looking at what the next person has or have and be down about why you don't want it, or be going on about how they are greedy or they've taken too much share of the pie. There is no pie that anyone is taking a bigger share than they deserve. Whatever anyone has, it is as a result of their own creation. We all have the power to create for ourselves. We all have the power to think. We all have the power to imagine. We all have the power to ask. We all have the power to be the creator of our own reality. No one is supposed to create for you. If all things is going well, each day is supposed to be better than the previous one. So look forward. If things don't go so well on a particular day, it's not the end of the world. Just know that things are supposed to be on the improve, and look forward to it being better the next day, or being better in time to come. Don't be down and out. Compare yourself to no one. You are an individual, and it's okay to take your time over things. It's okay to go at a faster pace than someone else. It's all okay. There's no right and wrong. You are who you are. We all have different paths, and we should stop comparing ourselves to others. Parents, stop comparing your children to one another. Again, they all have different paths. I know that as parents, or as a parent, we are all well-meaning, and for the majority of parents that I know, they actually want their children to do better than what they have done, regardless of their financial status. The aim is always for the children to go beyond what is, or what the parents have achieved. And parents try to guide their children towards the path that they believe will give them the easier ride in life. But however, parents, just the same way that we are internally guided as parents, these children are also internally guided. And if you've noticed, the younger generation always seem to grasp things a little bit quicker. They seem to appear to be more advanced. They seem to have the opportunity to do things much quicker than the previous generations. That's how it's supposed to be. Things are supposed to improve. Things are not supposed to go backwards. And if that is happening, then there is a disconnect somewhere. And yeah, even with that happening within a society, that does not mean that one needs to be held back because of that. Because like I say, if you can think it, you can have it. It's not, the old saying was, seeing is believing. No, actually I say believing is seeing. Because when you believe it, you will send out vibrations. You become emotional about it. The emotions out there start to vibrate at a certain level, which will go out, permeate through the universe, and scour around and attach onto itself frequencies that are the same, and then it is returned back to us into things that we can touch, taste, feel, see, whatever becomes physical. Everything around us today is as a result of somebody else's imagination. Even this recording that I'm doing right now, this all started with a thought. Nothing is impossible. The power lies within us. Everything that we need is within us. All those other people that will help you along the stages in your life, the universe will put them along your trail. And your job is to be in the receiving mode and start to follow those trails. And this is another misconception. People tend to get bothered about missing opportunities. I'm telling you right now, there is always more opportunities on its way. The universe does not say, oh, you missed that one that I sent you, that's your lot, you're not having any more. No, it doesn't work like that. It works in terms of matching up with the vibration, the frequency, and where you've set your frequency at. So at the end of the day, if you missed a so-called opportunity, worry not about it, because there is more. So long as your vibration is able to vibrate and broadcast out there into the universe, there are loads more. Because that so-called missed opportunity that you think you have missed, it's not missed, it's not a waste. It goes on to the next person that is a match, and more is always coming. And having said this, positions are not, your positions and you acquiring certain thing is not like a college degree or a university degree or things like that. It's basically will be yours for as long as you are a match. I'm not saying you will lose everything that you've acquired if you're no longer a match, depending on what you're vibrating. If you start vibrating, you're so worried about losing stuff and and so on and things like that. The thing is, what you actually fail to what people tend to fail to realize is that whatever you think of the most is what will come towards you. If you're in fear of being attacked, situation of such will probably be drawn to you. If you're in fear of being poor, you're in fear of not finding the right partner, you're in fear of not having enough, you're in fear of so many different things. All of those things that you're spending time on, being in fear of, what you fail to realize is that you're actually calling them to you. So spend as little time as you humanly can on the unwanted. Spend more time on things that are wanted. Even if there isn't any particular thing that you want, the thing is, well-being abounds. Just keep yourself joyfully, keep yourself happy, keep yourself appreciative, keep yourself expectant of good things to come to you, and so it shall be. Whatever you're expecting is what will show up for you. It's what will show up for you. No one can assert anything onto you. It is all within your power. It is. Your thoughts are powerful, and therefore you should actually be mindful of the type of companies you're keeping. Don't cast everyone away. But what I'm trying to say is you don't have to be a part of everything. You don't have to fit in. You don't have to please anyone. What actually matters is what is you. You are the one that matters. If you feel uneasy about a situation, remove yourself. Don't hang around because you're trying to please someone, because you're trying to be that friend that is. No, you don't have to, because at the end of the day, at your best, you are love. If at the end of the day you are not happy, you're not going to be giving your best out there. You're not going to be attracting the best things to yourself. So no matter what it is that you're after in this life, and you've always wondered, how come it's not happening to me? How come mine hasn't showed up? The reason why that is because of those questions. And when we are asking those questions, what it actually means is that we are not putting ourselves in the receiving mode. We are actually in a resistant state of being. And when you are in a resistant state of being, you're actually holding your desires away from you. They're just there hovering, waiting for you to get into alignment so that it can be, so that you can realize them, so that you can receive them. But once you're in that resistful state, an example of resistful state is being jealous, being angry, being negative, expecting the worst, always thinking of the worst case scenario, not having faith in yourself, always doubting, always complaining, always asking the question, why has it not arrived yet? Why? Because when you're doing that, that shows you are not faithful. You don't believe, and you cannot see what you don't believe. Whatever you believe will show up for you. So if it is true that you believe that this thing that you have asked for is yours and is coming to you, why would you then still be going on and be doubting its arrival, be going on about how long it's taken? It's taken as long as it takes for you to become ready to receive it. So you've got to be ready to be ready. You've got to be. The bottom line is, our life, the life we live, the people we meet, the jobs we have, the finance, our states of finance, our children, our family, everything is all as a result of what we have attracted onto us. I know many people might want to pick holes in this and argue and so on and so forth, but there's nothing to the contrary. It's all about attraction. It's all about attraction. So that's all I'm going to say for today. Just remember, no one is supposed to create for you. You are the creator of your own reality. So depending on what it is that you want to create, go for it. Ask and it shall be given. It definitely will be given. If it's not showing up, that means you're not in the receiving mode. You're not ready for it. And until you are in the receiving mode and you are aligned with the frequency of your desires, it cannot show up. It cannot show up. So now that you know, and also how you may also ask, if you're new to this channel and you've never heard me say, actually, you have to speak the language of the universe. The language of the universe is not ask. Are not words. So when I say ask, I don't literally mean, yes, you can ask with your mouth, with your words, but you must. Say, for instance, you say, I want to become abundant. Then after you have said that, you need to get into a state whereby you start feeling abundant. What does it feel like to be abundant? It feels free. It feels unlimited. It feels powerful. It feels nice. You've got to start feeling the type of feeling that you will be feeling when you are an abundant person. And let me also add to that you can attract whatever you want. You don't have to have something in order to attract it. So for instance, you're looking to attract a car. You don't have to have any form of a car. You can actually attract a beautiful car. You don't have to even have, if it's a house you're looking for, you don't have to have a house at this point in time. You, like I say, remember, what you can think of, what you can imagine, what you can feel, you start imagining, start picturing yourself in this state. Start picturing yourself driving this dream car. Start picturing yourself living in the house, even go into details about the type of decor, how many rooms, how the rooms are going to look, how you're going to furnish it. Just really start getting into it. And a good way of doing this is to look at those that already have the things that you want. Give appreciation. Appreciate what they have. Don't condemn them. Don't be jealous. Don't be going on about, oh, they've got too much X, Y, and Z. No, because guess what? You can never have what you hate. And if you have hatred for this very thing or things that you say that you desire, you've already put yourself in a position whereby you're not a match. And if you're not a match, remember what I say, it all works based on attraction. You have to be in a like frequency as the things you want. So a good way of, one of the fastest way of having things come to you, come towards you, is through appreciation of those that already have them, through appreciation of the things that already exist. Just appreciate your surroundings, appreciate your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, if you're a business person, your customers, your clients. Appreciate the fact that they have chosen to be around you. Appreciate what it is that they bring to you. Appreciate them appreciating what you give to them, what you're offering them. Appreciate the fact that you have what you have, because guess what? I'm going to leave you with this. Appreciation opens the door for more. So if that is what you want in your life, more, or you just want to hold on to what you have, you're happy with what you have, still appreciation keeps it going. It keeps the momentum going. So that's enough of today now. Take care. Remember, you are the creator of your own reality. Remember, be mindful of what you're doing, of how you're responding. Be aware of your emotions. Be aware of your responses. Be aware of the companies that you're keeping. Be aware of what you're exposing yourself to. Just be aware and don't stop being. Just continue being who you are supposed to be, and that is a clear, pure conscious being, a powerful being, a being that is a creator, a powerful creator that can attract onto themselves whatever it is that they want. So until next time, take care now. Bye. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And let's keep this going. Let's become infectious about what we know. Let's become infectious about our power to create, our power to give ourselves an easier and a smoother ride on this journey called life. So until then, take care. Just being who you are.